We are live for the final time of the regular season. That's right. It is episode 18 of, right? Gotta be 18. 19. 19. Of football talk
19.
with Matt and Trey. I keep
19.
for some
19.
reason every time we do these wanting to go like back a week. Like, yeah, the number count is like the previous week, not the future week. So
I believe I also introed last week with the final week of the regular season.
and that also caused so much confusion in my head.
It's okay because I meant to my first point I wanted to make when we got in here was that it doesn't feel like the official first playoff episode because we're going to go over
Yeah, right.
all of these games and we're still so invested in what the outcomes of these games. So,
This week 18 game.
in a way, yes, this is final regular season episode, and then we're gonna preview Super Wild Card for the fucking weekend.
Or somebody gets fucked and has to play on Monday.
Yes.
Congratulations, making it in the playoffs. You get to play on Monday. Short week. That's what every coach in the NFL wants, is a nice short week going into fucking their second playoff game. So, there you go. Yeah, let's just get right into fucking week 18. Huh? What do you say?
Let's do it. Chiefs had to win. They were trying to get that number 1 seed. Broncos gave them a little bit of a fight, but doesn't matter. Chiefs are the Chiefs. Broncos stank.
Yeah, it came down to Melvin Ingram fucking strip there on the running back, or I guess big hit more than anything on the running back.
Oh, laser pointer's dying.
Oh no! Oh no!
But yes, big play there by Melvin Ingram. Was a Steeler once upon a time, so I heard at least.
Yeah,
was for like 4.5 minutes.
Single digit number.
Yeah, Chiefs had to win. Didn't matter because the Titans were able to pull it out, but we'll get to that one eventually.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're gonna go through these week 18 ones as fast as we can because some of these games matter. I know one in particular. There's like 2 and 3 actually in particular that I'm sure Trey is very excited to talk about. But yeah, it's playoff time, but nobody cares about week 18. But we got to go through it anyway. We both picked Chiefs, both got it right. Next one on the docket: Cowboys at Eagles. Cowboys, fuck, did what the Cowboys
totally did not expect Sirianni to just be like, yeah, we're a fucking bunch of all-stars. We're going to pack it in and preserve all of our fucking all-stars for the next game. All right, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't think I thought y'all could maybe use a nice game against a team you'll probably see in the playoffs. Yeah. But whatever.
Instead,
maybe don't show anything on tape, I guess. Whatever, I feel it.
Instead, Big Mike's got the whole fucking squad out there. Dak's throwing 5 touchdowns.
Beating the bitch out of the Eagles.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
Kelsey trotted in there, said, "Hey!" and then trotted his ass right back out.
Yeah.
122 starts consecutively, I believe.
I think that is correct.
122. I don't want to misquote that, but that's very impressive for an offensive lineman.
For sure. Yeah. Week 18, some coaches rest people, some coaches don't. That's what you get sometimes in one of those cases. So there you go. You picked the Eagles. I picked
We're Cowboys. Going down there and we're knocking the shit out. Big Mike was not having it.
Yeah, no. He wants
Big Mike was not. We've been playing like shit.
Yeah. They need to sure things up, make sure things are solid going into the playoff.
Dak looked solid though. Dak looked solid. Zeke had another not incredible but a productive game.
Kind of been him all season, right? I mean, you expect him to be like a top 3, top 2
this offense, I think we're at that weird part, right? Where like but I think this is like, it's not really Zeke's fault as much as it is just like the fact that the offense is becoming more Dak oriented, as it should, because Dak is really kind of coming into his own as like the face of the franchise, face of the offense, the QB1. So you're gonna more so really just try to run to set up more plays for Dak, as opposed to run the game plan through Zeke and his running backs.
And he can clearly do it, right? I mean, 5 touchdowns, 295 yards. This dude can sling the ball. Next. Bengals at Browns. Bengals lose, but it doesn't really fucking matter. Browns win, doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, like...
Yeah, I believe I picked the Bengals.
I also did, I believe.
Don't know why.
See,
Don't know why.
that's why Week 18 is so hard because like you don't know who's gonna rest, you don't know who's not. Like it's hard to predict who's gonna do what. Like Cowboys,
I
I think they should have rested, but I don't remember the
I thought
scenarios.
you told me that the Bengals were resting, and I was like, "Fucking Browns stink." But, like, had I known who the quarterback was, and I still don't, of of Cincinnati, I mean, I'd
You mean
have
for
probably
Cleveland?
just picked yeah, I'd probably just picked
Yeah.
Case Keenum over that guy.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Ernest ran well. I mean, whatever. Good
Who
job,
cares?
Browns.
Yeah, good
You're
job,
supposed to go
Browns.
to the Super Bowl. You're supposed to go to the Super Bowl. What
Yeah,
happened
guess
to
who's
that?
not in the playoff? Fucking Browns stink. Next, this is another one, right? Like Aaron Rodgers comes out, throws a couple seeds. Like he had like 2 touchdowns real quick. Like the dude's cooking. They're like, okay. I think he plays like 3 quarters or something like that, or like maybe 2.5, something like that.
Damn near 3.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, but then like as soon as he comes out, offense, he's coming out, Devontae's coming out. Like we're getting Aaron Jones wasn't even playing, which doesn't matter. AJ Dillon's still good,
Mhm.
but you know what I mean. Um, they're gonna rest a bunch of people and stuff. So like, is the Lions a chance
Well,
to come
this isn't
back?
surprising, and we knew the Lions were
I
gonna
had the
go all
Lions
the way.
written
We
down
knew
and I scratched them off. I'm
I mean,
pissed.
we didn't know how many the problem was Aaron said he was playing, but we didn't know how long.
Yeah, right.
So, like, they coulda fucked around and got up 24 nothing,
I know, right. It's so
and then
hard.
you so you never know, but we knew the Lions were gonna go down swinging all the way to the end.
Yep,
I
I
mean,
think we said that.
they've been yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Non kneecaps.
fucking around and knock Steelers and Lions knock each other out at the same time. They fuck around, knock the Vikings out. So, I mean, hey, these kneecap chewing sons of bitches. I'm excited to see what the Lions do going
It's
forward.
gonna be interesting.
Megatron was in the building. Don't know what for. I'm assuming it's not to play because it's been like years.
That
But maybe
motherfucker,
they're
he's got
trying
other
to
stuff
pay him.
going on. He don't need to play.
Maybe they're trying to pay him to lift this curse.
I
'Cause
hope
Dan
so.
Campbell said, "Listen, man, I don't need any bad juju hanging over his football team.
Yeah,
Pay this guy.
yeah,
Pay this guy."
seriously. And yeah, I mean a good win to go off, right into the next season with. But yeah, I think week 18 is way harder to pick than week 1. Like
Oh, for sure.
week 8, you're just like, okay, well these teams are good, but like
Well,
I don't know who's playing, who's not playing.
yeah, it is harder to pick. I would say it's about even in terms of like overall outcomes because it's like, oh, holy fuck. But like yeah, I would say I was pretty confident or will be pretty confident in like all week 1 picks because you're like, oh, I feel like I have a good idea what this team did in the
Yeah, right.
offseason.
And this you're like, Packers are clearly the better team, but I don't know how long somebody's playing. And I don't know,
Yeah.
like, it's like, I don't know. There's too many other variables to fucking throw in. Anyway, next. Another game that didn't fucking matter. Bears and Vikings. Vikings get the win. Doesn't matter. Zimmer's at.
Nagy's at.
Nagy's at. Yep. Both.
Everybody's at.
Yep. Done. See ya. I mean, good.
Good.
Especially
Good.
Zimmer, I guess, kind of need to be done because this Vikings team's got some talent and they haven't really
Zimmer
been.
just ran out of chances. Zimmer
That's
missed his window,
right. Right. 100%.
and I don't yeah, you can't really blame it on quarterback because Kirk Cousins had a really, really good year.
Yeah. But their GM being bounced is kind of weird because this team is kind of like Dalvin Cook. You got
Talented.
Justin
It's
Jefferson.
talented.
Like, look at who you have on your team. Like,
And he's
how's it-
built their core as well, like
yeah.
Harrison Smith, excuse me, a
Right.
couple guys on that D line, Adam Thielen, like they've built their core through the draft and whatever. So
Right. So it's interesting that he's gone, but hey, I mean, whatever you got to do, whatever you think is best for your team, I guess do it. But yeah, Nagy and Ryan Pace, I think they're both gone, I believe, right? So
ah,
yeah, so that was definitely needed and was going to happen. I didn't think everybody saw that by like week 6 that was going to happen.
I think the Vikings job is pretty. Is Kirk under contract for one more
I
year,
think
or
it's
is he
one
up?
more.
I'd say that's a pretty enticing spot considering it wouldn't be too many expectations. You got a quarterback in the last year of his deal. Who knows? We
Right. And
think we know what Kirk is, but you never know. If they could just shore up that defense and keep Dalvin Cook healthy for a full
we'll see. Yeah.
17, 18 games, 17 games, we can keep this rolling.
For sure. For sure. Both picked Vikings, both got it right. Because Bears stank. Another team that
Yeah.
stinks. This fucking Giants team. I got fun
Oh
to pick
my
with this fucking
lord.
Giants team. Anyway, Washington. beats Giants. You don't know why? Because the fucking Giants stink. You want to know
'Cause
why?
Joe Judge stinks.
Because Joe Judge stinks. And you want to know why he stinks? Because he thinks running a fucking QB sneak on your own inside your 5 on a
If
third
I was
and
Jake
9.
Fromm, I'd have been pissed off, dude.
Oh, did you hear Aaron talk about that on Tuesday?
Yeah. Hey, Matt, call that in. See what happens.
Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck is that?
If I was Jake Fromm, I'd have walked out and said, "Nah, put Mike Glennon's goofy looking ass in there if you want someone to fucking run right into 300-pound dudes running 4
right.
threes
Like,
at my own 8. What's the matter with you? That's neck contusions,
yeah, that is one of the most absurd.
lacerations, concussions. The fuck are you doing, Joe Judge?
Dude, that is one of the most absurd play calls I've ever seen in my entire life. And we've seen fucking Brandon Staley call plays all year.
After he said, "This isn't a fucking clown show,"
Oh, right, yeah.
and then went to the circus and got his ass whipped by all the clowns.
Yeah. Absolutely absurd. We both picked football team, both got it right because we're not fucking idiots. And this Giants team, they fucking stink. I'm mad.
Dude, I don't even see how they could be like they have Saquon, Daniel Jones is coming
That's
back if they
Daniel Jones, yeah, he's pretty good.
if the
Average. Good.
if the new GM and coach because they basically fucking to Gettleman in the fucking back hallway.
Oh yeah, right.
You retire or we retire you. Make a decision, eh?
Hey, need to be done.
Yeah,
that
bad
team is not
decision
good.
after bad decision after bad decision
That-
for a couple years. They
Yes.
just trickled down into like ever since I think they won the last Super Bowl, they've just progressively gotten worse.
That defense has gotten worse. That O-line has gotten worse. They've kind of had talent every season, like Sterling Shepard, Golden Tate, Evan Ingram. Like offensive weapons have been there, but O-line, they're has regressed, and that defense has regressed the most.
Yeah, Eli got fucking suplexed
Yeah.
this whole last season. Danny Dimes has been getting his ass beat. He's had to fucking run 4 340s to get away from
right.
people.
Yeah,
It's insanity.
absolutely insane. Next, and spent too much time on the fucking Giants. There you go. This is the game.
Miracle in Duval.
Clanton.
Manifested it.
Clanton.
Manifested Clanton.
Yeah, I was
Clanton.
absolutely shocked when I looked up and it was 23-3 at one
You know
point.
why I wasn't shocked? Because our game was a fucking tight buttholer the whole time.
Yes,
and I
it
was.
was.
Of course, the Jags are going to kick the shit out of the Colts, and I'm not even going to get to enjoy it.
Yeah,
The whole time.
I guess that makes sense.
It was like 13-3 Jags. 3-0.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Like the Colts should have easily won this game. I'm not sure why like Carson Wentz was the guy you're gonna go to in like a must-win game instead of only giving 15 carries to your fucking MVP candidate running back.
Trevor Lawrence balled the fuck
Dude,
out.
it was insane.
He balled the fuck out. He
Only
fucking spun around and said, Heisman winner.
only the Jags, dude. Only the fucking Jags.
That's why there was hope.
That's why there's hope.
That's why
Yeah,
there was
you're
hope.
right.
And Carson Wentz fucking stinks. That's why there was
Does
hope.
stink. Does stink. Yeah. You picked Jags. I picked Colts because I was very pessimistic, as I should have.
No, your throws were. No, I don't even want this fucking team to play.
That is what I said. But watching this next game that we were talking about here, that whole fourth, I watched the entire game, but that whole fourth quarter here, it's
Fourth quarter was incredible.
Dude, I'm watching, so I stop. I was like, I need to take a shower, and this is my time to take a shower. But I got a little like waterproof phone case thing in there hanging, so I put my phone in the waterproof case. I got the game on in there.
Yeah.
I'm in the shower. Dude, I took like an hour and a half shower because I'm like, this number 7, dude. This fucking guy.
And in the fourth quarter,
Yeah,
dude, this guy.
fucking guy. I was like, he's gonna fucking do it, huh? This fucking guy. He's gonna fucking do it. Brought a smile to my face, a little bit of tear to my eye watching him just cook down the stretch there. It felt great to see that again.
Look like dog shit for 3 quarters.
Yes.
And then as soon as the fourth quarter hit, Ben just takes a big old lick at him, 4 fingers. Let's go.
Dude.
Blue 20. Fire.
I was like, there's no way this dude is doing this right now. I was like, you know what? Let's just fucking win the whole fucking thing.
My lady arrived to my house around right at the time when he threw the slant to Claypool for the touchdown. And I was sprinting through the living room going, "Fuck yeah!" And she opened the door and was like, "Why are we screaming?" Like, "You don't understand. I'm on another fucking planet right now. I'm on the sideline." She was sitting on the bed on her phone one minute. I was like, "Hey, no phones on the sideline. You can't wait. No phones on the sideline. That's fucking like $20,000 fine."
Yeah, right.
She's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah. Our quarterback got fined $10,000 for an Apple Watch. Put the fucking phone down. Fucking play off football."
That's right.
And then sure enough, Latavius Murray, I believe, I can't remember if I said a $122 or not, but I was at the gym with Ben and Tyler that morning, and I said, "Who's ready to see Devontae Foreman or whatever run for a $122? Devontae Freeman run for a $122." They're like, "He's not playing." I was like, "Tyler Huntley's running for a $122." And they're just like, "Nope." I was like, "Somebody's running for a $122." And then I'm sitting there in the fourth quarter, and all I hear is, I think Ian Eagle just go, "Latavius Murray!
Yeah.
122 yards." I was like, "Fuck, I manifested it."
I'm manifesting too much.
Damn it.
Yeah, dude, that I don't know.
Big stop on that third down. We gotta thank God for once we didn't get like a shithole spot. Like that was actually like an accurate spot. Like no, knee was down, 3rd and 2.
Right.
And defense tightened up. That was nice. TJ should have the sack record though. That abandoned play thing is bullshit. I've never heard of that before in my life.
No, I haven't either.
The play happened. Like what? Nah, redo.
Just kidding.
We was just kidding.
Yeah.
Funniest thing is John Harbaugh just runs. Yeah, the funniest thing happened. We didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, we actually didn't want to call that play.
He sneezed. Reaction, you know how it goes.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. This game was a great.
There was one point.
Overall, the game was a shitty game, but that fourth quarter on was just
fucking incredible. I didn't sit down the whole time.
Smile on my face.
I didn't sit down the whole time. The punt before the drive that I was just referring to, where we stopped them on the 3rd and 2. I did not like the punt. I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't like it.
I was like,
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then when we got to overtime and it was 4th and 8, I was like, "Go ahead, fucking punt
it." Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm like,
and then I didn't notice it on the initial play because I was, full of elation and fucking freaking the fuck out. Like, that ball to Ray barely got there.
Yeah.
It was like, it was like Flappy Bird and right to Ray and then just drop. But Ray McLeod made some big time plays in that game, made some big catches while getting fucking tattooed. And got right back up like, didn't even hurt, dude.
Ben missed him on one, like right across the middle on one play, and I'm like, Ben, what are you doing? Dude was wide open and could have easily turned it. It was like on a second and long or whatever, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I was like, he was right there. He's wide open. He turns it up. You get at least like 30. Like, he's cooking. But dude,
don't phase Ben, dude. He just looks in
that pump fake too on that slant to fucking Claypool. He's like, looked like LeBron throwing a pass, dude. Just like, and I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? Who is this guy? Oh my god.
Quarter Big Ben, dude.
Yeah. Absolutely insane.
I knew one of the number 9s were going to end up closing the game. It was just either going to be theirs or ours. And it happened to be ours.
Yeah.
Boz is a champ. I love Boz.
Yeah.
I walked out of this game very confident that we were in the playoffs. Little did I know
what was coming.
What was awaiting me on the other side.
Me too. I looked and I was like, well, there goes that. But, we'll enjoy it while it lasts. Anyway, let's wrap this shit. Wrap up week 18 here.
No, I mean that later that night.
Like, okay.
I thought it was like, someone's going to win, obviously. And
right. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
Titans at Texans. Texans fucking battling back after being down 21-0, making this game a little bit of a nail biter for the Titans.
Dougie Mills said, "Hold on a minute."
Yeah.
Smells like QB controversy. Went out there, fucking strapped them up through 3 tubs and 300 yards. Was throwing dime balls. He said, "Oh, you think you're just gonna clinch the number 1 seed over us because we stink? We may stink, but you're not just gonna clinch the number 1 seed all that easy."
Yeah,
That's Dougie fucking Mills.
dude was cooking.
Danny Amendola said, "I'm still
Yeah,
alive."
right. I didn't even know he was on the Texans.
I didn't know he was still in the league.
Yeah, me either.
I thought
Jeez.
Tom left, and he was like, "Well, I guess this is it for me, dude. All right, I got no spot. I got no spot here."
Yeah. We both picked Titans, but fuck, I mean, we barely got that one right. Saints at Falcons. Saints gonna win over Falcons. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't
Trevor
know.
Simeon was throwing some lasers.
Was he?
Yeah, but I mean, if there was a next week, he'd throw 3 picks. So
Yeah, right, right.
we know how that goes.
Yeah. So Saints gonna win there with Falcons. Who gives a fuck? Saints are in the playoffs, though, I think, right?
No,
No, they're not.
Niners.
Why did I say that? Yeah, Niners.
Niners wiped them right off, and then just wrote San Fran right there.
That's right. Where are we at here? You picked Falcons. You said Saints originally. Scratched it off with Falcons, and then I said Saints. Oh, look at you with your visitor there.
Yes, this is my minion.
Jets at Bills. Bills get a win over Jets. What do you want to say? What do you want me to say?
What, the New Jersey Jets stink?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
We both picked Bills.
Some money
right?
too.
Yeah.
Give me some restitution, because you know what? Them being in New Jersey affects me as well.
Both picked Bills. Both got them right. What are you going to do? Next. Another pretty good game. 49ers at Rams. Goes into overtime. 49ers able to pull it at Jimmy G. Looking good. I think Matt Stafford looked
The Rams
bad.
blew a fucking 21-point lead, I believe, right?
I think you're right.
Or at least it might have been a 17-point lead. Dude came out and fucking 17-point lead.
14
And they,
oh, yes. Yeah.
And then Tyler Higbee caught a couple easy tubs, and then all of a sudden, Deebo Samuel just scores touchdowns in every fucking way possible.
Yeah,
He
he's
throws
fucking
them,
great.
runs them, catches them. Deebo!
Yeah.
My mans gets in the end zone. No matter how. I like that San Fran just finds ways to win, even when Jimmy G has less than great games. Even though I'd still kind of like the Steelers to pursue Jimmy G in the offseason if it's possible.
Hey, I'd be down for that too. Matt Stafford throw more picks. That fucking guy, he needs to tighten it up. It's playoff time, buddy.
He does not know how to win in January.
No.
And it's very evident.
He's never been there. Fucking guy.
Nah.
He's never had to win.
He is like, it seems like he's just like shitting his britches because the playoffs are coming up. And he's just like, Jeebus.
Right. It does feel that way. Next.
Hopefully he bounces back
Yep.
wild card round.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have them. We'll get to that. Dolphins, or Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins gonna win. This happens with Patriots like every fucking year. Like they go to Miami and they drop a game. Yeah, like happens all the time. We both picked.
Mac Jones looked like shit. Brian Flores beat the Pats and then got told to get the fuck out.
What? 8 his last 9 or something like that. He won.
Said, good job, good game. Pack your shit.
Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah.
That shit was surprising to me too.
We're siding with the GM. He's been here 20 years.
Yeah. And look at our team.
He's brought in high quality talent. Chad Henne?
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill. You see what Ryan's doing up in Tennessee, don't you? Well, you know, we made a mistake. We brought in Adam. That one's really on us.
That's right.
Dude was having coke benders in the office. Strippers going everywhere. Again, negligence on my part, but I had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
It's Miami, baby.
Next, Seahawks at Cardinals. Seahawks get a win, spoil the NFC West title for the Cardinals. Yeah, it's
Seahawks in Russ and Pete Carroll fashion.
Yeah, right.
Just when we're like, all right, yeah, they're probably just done, whatever. They're like, no, we're gonna put up 38 points against all of your guys' favorite team, even though the Cardinals have been struggling the last like month.
Yep. Yeah, it makes me that leads into the next week that we'll get into. Yeah, it is what Panthers at Panthers at Buccaneers. Buccaneers win, even though I had a bet for them to win every single quarter. Of course, they fucking couldn't win the first fucking quarter. So there you go. But yeah, now this opens an interesting discussion that we'll have after is MVP race. I looked at some stats and I think I might
Closer than you think.
Might swing my vote. Yeah.
Closer than you think.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because I do
One
want
man's over 5,000 yards, considerably more attempts.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight.
We'll talk once this wraps because I do want to get this last game and just to wrap up Week 18. There's no point of dwelling on it. But yeah, so Chargers at Raiders. Needed these teams not to tie for the Steelers to get
So
in.
glad I fell asleep.
I'm glad I didn't even put it on.
I'm glad I fell asleep in sweet bliss. When I fell asleep, it was 20-14 Raiders, and I was like, could tie, but what are the chances?
Yeah. Like,
Little did I know I would wake up and see it went down to the last 2 fucking seconds.
And a pretty long field goal. Like that's on a chip shot there.
What are the chances?
Dude, I don't know.
What
Absolutely
are the
insane.
chances? And then they're saying they were going to take the tie, and Brandon Staley wasn't a big dumb dipshit.
And I don't know if that's true though, because you play to win. You play to
You
win
never
football
know. You
games.
do play to win, and the Raiders were going to play to win.
Yeah.
Derek Carr's that kind of guy. They're that kind of
Versace's
organization.
playing for his fucking
Josh
job.
Jacobs was running to play to win.
Yeah.
This was me watching the highlights at 6:30 in the morning, the following morning when Josh Jacobs made that nice ass cut, and cut inside for 10 yards and got them into field goal range. I said, "Thank you, Josh Jacobs."
Yeah.
And then Daniel Carlson like, "Thank you, Daniel Carlson."
Yeah. I heard Rodgers talk about this game, and what he said, I didn't see it, so I'm gonna go by what he said. So he knows football. He was like, they were in the huddle with, they were not gonna take a knee.
No, I mean, they weren't going to take a knee that play, obviously. They were going to run a play. They were going to run a quick throw, quick run or something that play.
Yeah.
But I think they were letting the clock go because if there was going to be a last play, it was going to be their play, whether it be a throw to the end zone,
100%.
a field goal, or whatever.
100%.
They weren't going to be heartbroken
Right.
if it ended in a tie, but they weren't going to actively just be like, all right, well, we'll just fucking pack it in.
Yeah. 100% agree. Yeah. But Brandon Staley, I don't heard him for the timeout call later then, but I heard he went for another 4th down. It was inside his 20 or something like that in the third quarter.
I think it was in zone 18 or something.
Yeah, dude, okay. Listen,
They
buddy.
were down. Were they down 3 at that point? 17-14 was the
Something
score,
like
I
that.
believe?
It was close. I know it was close.
And they were fortunate to only give up 3 because the game could have ended there. But sweep, what are you doing? This dude's playing Madden out here.
Dude, I've been defending this guy all season. All right,
go for it.
And
Coach, are you serious? Fucking go for it.
Yeah,
Just sunflower seeds falling out of his mouth. Fucking go for it.
And
These are buffalo sunflower seeds. My lips are on fire.
His gums are just bleeding.
And I'm feeling spicy. Fucking go for it.
See, he did that against the Ravens when they were down 24. And it was the second quarter. And it's okay, you have no momentum. Let's try to gain some here. That makes sense. In a game where you're playing to get into the fucking playoffs, you and the game's close. What the fuck are you doing? I don't care what analytics are or something. You have to feel out a game. It's all about momentum.
There's no analytics in that. There's no analytics
No,
in
it's
it.
all about momentum, dude.
Inside your own in any scenario. 4th and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no scenario where any analytics show any type of favorable outcome.
Yeah.
Well, there's a 1% chance that in the scenario that I hit the 84% chance that the 2% chance triggers that the 3% chance.
Right.
Hey, dude. Play football.
That's all.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Is a momentum game.
Don't overthink this.
Yes.
All right.
Right. Exactly.
It's a 3-point game with plenty of time, let alone in the third quarter, let alone the whole game. There's plenty of time. Kick the fucking ball. Kick the ball.
Yeah, I don't
try to make them punt, get better field position, do something offensively. Justin Herbert kept them in this game with some fucking great throws, though.
Yes, he did. Slinging it on 4th downs.
Yes.
Cooking. He's good.
Moving
He's
around
a good
if
player.
he had to. Fucking setting out. Yeah! Fucking firing lasers.
He's a good player, and I think Staley is a good coach. It's just his first year, and I think he's relying on analytics way too much. So I hope this game has shown him that, okay,
a little overconfident, too.
Yes.
He's just a little overconfident.
I need to feel this game out.
He allowed it to cloud his better judgment in certain scenarios, and it costed them a playoff spot.
Yeah, and I think he's, was front runner for Coach of the Year coming in, and he coached his way right out of that award.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely insane. Anyway, that wraps up week 18, the final week of the regular
The
season.
first ever Week 18.
Trey
And it's
ended
documented.
9-7, and that makes him over 500 the entire
Mike Tomlin.
season. The entire
Mike
season.
Tomlin. Never had a losing season.
Never had a
Mike
losing
Tomlin.
season.
Mike Tomlin.
And then
Mike Tomlin.
myself, I went 8-8. I'm happy with the 8-8. Happy with the 8-8. I thought it was gonna be
That's
way
not
worse.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, it's not a losing. That's
Ain't nothing to
that's
sneeze
a winning
at.
season.
Yeah. So overall records for the regular season ended at 175, 96, and 1 for Trey. And 169, 102, and 1 for myself. That gives Trey a 64% winning percentage, and that gives myself a 62% winning percentage on season. I say that's one pretty good fucking regular season.
Absolutely.
Absolutely insane. Yeah, it's fun to keep track of all that shit.
We still got the playoffs. It ain't over.
Still got the playoffs. Still not done.
But wait, there's more.
Playoffs, I'm going to keep track as a separate record. Just like they do in the NFL.
Of course. And then they combine them when they want to,
right,
when they want to make the stats sound more flashy, but they have them separate. So, yeah.
Makes sense.
We're following your template.
That's right.
That's what we're doing.
I do want to talk about the MVP just a little bit before we get into the playoffs. So let's bring up stats, and let's bring up season leaders, and let's look at. So this is what that top 5 right there. This top 5. Oh, let me go full screen just so everybody can see. So this top 5 here is what made me look. I saw like it scroll by on Twitter or something. Top 5 in passing. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, wait, what? Where's Aaron
Way
Rodgers?
down.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh,
below Kirk Cousins.
Oh, okay.
Who had a great year, an Aaron Rodgers-esque year with only 7 picks to 33 touchdowns. But we're not talking about Kirk Cousins right now. And
I'm like, okay, so this is everybody's favorite, and I'm all for that. And like, I was all on board, but then I'm like, I sit down and I look, because I saw Bruce Arians say like, it'll be a shame if Tom Brady doesn't win MVP. And I'm like, okay, well,
absolutely,
he's your fucking,
I shouldn't say absolutely. That makes it seem like I'm like,
yeah,
but like, because I'm not. But like, there should be an argument,
right? This comparison here, I mean, like. Look at these yards.
700 fucking times. He's thrown it 700 times, and he completed damn near 68% of his passes.
Right.
And AB had a fucking meltdown. Godwin's out. Evans was injured multiple times. Gronk was out for considerable time. And again, he rubbed that Tom Brady magic on them fingers, baby.
And throws for like
said, get out there.
1,200 more yards than Aaron. More yards per game than Aaron.
Now he's thrown what? 8 more interceptions, but he's thrown the ball damn near 200 more times.
200 more times. And I'm like, okay, like I can see an argument here because this 4 interceptions is pretty damn fucking impressive, you know. But Kirk
Cousins had a really good year, dude. I keep looking at these numbers, and nobody gave a fuck. No, Kirk Cousins earned some respect from me this year, but 66% of his passes. I respect it. I respect it. No, Kirk's 66. Yeah. I respect it.
So, honestly, if I have a vote for MVP, even though I like Aaron Rodgers a lot, I think Tom Brady deserves MVP. Dude, like, teams in the playoffs again. Well. I know they have a lot of weapons, but, dude, the numbers don't lie. I think the more attempts with the same percentage, with 1,200 more yards, more touchdowns, I'll accept 8 more interceptions. I'll accept 8 more.
QBR is 0.3 off.
Right.
Rodgers has a higher rating, but the rating is solely based off really the less attempts are playing into that and the interceptions.
Right. So I am looking at these numbers, I was pretty shocked that it was I was like, oh, okay. I think Brady's got to be the favorite.
Yeah, Tom has had a really, really good year.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to go over that because I thought it was interesting. Because in my head, I was like, okay, Aaron Rodgers shoo-in. Like, why is he not? And we were talking last week, like, Aaron Rodgers should be MVP. Aaron Rodgers MVP makes sense now. then looking at these numbers, I don't fucking think so.
Go down there a little further
Sure,
for a
what you
second.
want?
I just want to see that Big Ben had a better year than
Tannehill.
Lamar Jackson, Baker
Trevor Lawrence.
Mayfield, Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, Trevor Lawrence, Tannehill,
Lamar Jackson. 12
and
games.
Kyler Murray had a much better rating, but he threw for 3,700 yards. I'll take
This Ben's
22
not
tubs,
bad.
10
Yeah,
picks.
22-10. Like,
I'll
it's
take
bad.
that. I wouldn't watch it again every
No.
week, but
And
I
it didn't feel like that,
it.
I'll tell you that. Didn't feel like it was like,
No.
but I'll take
I'm
it.
actually
Yeah, I'm with
wondering
you.
where a lot of those came from. Chargers game, Vikings game.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there somebody like really bad down here? That'd be really funny. A lot of 14 games. Who's the worst? Heineke down here. Poor guy. You know, you're not working with a lot there. Carson Wentz.
Heineke did a lot
Carl.
of it wasn't good looking, but got it done.
Carl, not many yards, but I mean, touchdown to interception ratio.
Carl had a good year until week fucking 18 when he exposed himself in front of all of Duval.
Yeah. What's another funny thing to look at too is when you go to rushing and you look at rushing yards, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, Jonathan Taylor.
Derrick Henry's still in the top 10, hasn't played for fucking
yeah, pretty
however
wild.
long.
Pretty wild.
Najee's up there. I like Najee.
Yeah, Najee snuck in their top 5. Yeah, and then you go to
we gave that guy the ball so many times.
Yeah, then you go to receiving real quick. Got the Triple Crown winner here. Cooper Kupp.
Didn't break the record.
Nah, I put a bet that he would, but look how many yards per game.
I was hoping he wouldn't, dude. Megatron needs that. I feel like Megatron should have the legacy a little bit longer.
That was big.
What's big mean?
20+ yard receiving plays. Why wouldn't you just put 20+?
Long, big, fumbless yak fits.
Anyway, let's fucking get into the stuff everybody's wait. Well, first, wait, before we get into that, I want to see.
Playoffs.
I want to see. Why won't you let me scroll?
Playoffs.
See, season awards, MVP. Look, Aaron Rodgers is favorite.
I don't see how. It's
Minus
gotta
500.
be.
I'm dropping the bet on Brady.
It's Hub Argus Farkus McGarfus. What's that dude's name?
Who? The Pornhub guy.
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck are you talking
Hub
about?
Argus Farkus McGarfus. I can't remember his name.
Pornhub guy.
All the negative controversy and they're not gonna give it to him because of it has made them all be like, well, why have we'll give it to him because of it if you think if you think that about us.
I guess you're right. Yeah, that's got to be it. Which I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers doesn't deserve it. I just think that Tom Brady deserves it a little bit more after looking at the stat.
Aaron Rodgers has Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon running dudes over.
Yeah. Right. It's not like he doesn't have weapons. Like
Leonard Fournette's been out for quite some time, and not so quite. It's only been a couple weeks, but quite some time he's been without a running back. But even then, he's been mostly dunking it off to Ronnie, and I don't know if I think Gio's hurt actually, but I haven't seen much from Gio Bernard this year. But
me either.
It's mostly just been Tom, dude. 700 fucking attempts,
just slanging it,
and a 68% completion percentage.
40+ years old.
Yeah, it's insane. 44, 12 picks, 700. You know the numbers. We just looked at them for 10 minutes.
That's right. Let's get into the wild card games that everybody wants to hear about. It is fucking playoff football. We've been waiting for it. It's finally fucking here. First game on the docket. We got Las Vegas Raiders with Richie Bisaccia, all the controversy this season, make it into the fucking playoffs, facing the Cincinnati Bengals, this young Bengals team, cooking. I think beginning of the year, I had to kind of roll into it, but that fucking has been on a heater. Been on a heater. Are you thinking, my friend, Bengals are at home and are favored by 4.5 points?
The obvious choice is Bengals, right? But I really like the feel of this Raiders team, dude.
Me too. This obvious choice is Bengals, but if I'm seeing an upset, this is the one I'm looking at.
Well, let's not get crazy.
This is the one I'm looking at.
There is another upset that's obviously going to occur, but this one is a coin flip for me. I I feel like right out of the gate in Super Wild Card Weekend, I'm gonna go with the underdog. I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take Bengals because I like Joe Burrow. Been cooking. Jamar Chase is an animal, and if Jamar Chase, you want to cover him? Okay, they got Tyler Boyd. Okay, you want to cover Tyler Boyd? They got T Higgins. Okay, you want somehow you shut all three of them down? Well, they got Joe Mixon in the fucking backfield, and that defense is playing.
I agree with all those things, and I'm not entirely confident, but I just like the feel around this Raiders team.
I have no issue. Yeah,
And
right.
I 2 weeks ago didn't even know they were even still potential. Like I just
Me
literally
too, buddy.
we all turned around. We all literally turned around and we're like, "Oh, what the dude?
What are you doing here?
Hey, when'd you get here, dude?"
Yeah, insane. Next,
Oh, this
game.
was tough. This is playoff football, baby. These picks were tough.
Yes, New England Patriots at Buffalo Bills. New England Patriots are 4-point underdogs. These teams, third time matchup. Technically, in my eyes, the second real matchup. Because that first matchup, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Run it 87 times.
Weather is not gonna be great in the East Coast this week, and gotta keep that in mind. I don't know why I said week, and then I forgot end was there as well. So
I'm going back and forth in my head on this one because I like New England, but Mac Jones has not looked great.
That's the problem.
And it's in Buffalo.
Yes. But with fans,
I like Buffalo.
we have fans this season.
Bills Mafia is going to be going insane. So Bill Belichick is going to try and come up with a game plan to take them out of the game, obviously. It's tough for me, but I got to go Buffalo.
I also have to go Buffalo. I can't trust Mac Jones in his first playoff experience. And the way he's looked these last couple weeks have not been great. And I think the Bills team defense is still pissed about that fucking first match.
Seems like he's hit that rookie wall the last couple weeks, and this will be like, all right, he either gets over it or he's just gonna.
And that's okay. He's
Run
had
into
a
the
great
wall
year.
And that is okay. He's had a tremendous year. He's
But
replaced the GOAT, and he's gonna carry on what has been a 2-decade dynasty. Like
right. But I don't think it starts.
Nothing to be ashamed about.
I don't think it starts.
No, his line of greatness will not start this season.
Yeah. All right, rolling to the next one here. We got Philadelphia Eagles at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 8.5-point favorites at home. I've heard that there is also storms in southern Florida. There's very windy in southern Florida this weekend for this game.
I'm still taking the Bucks, but
I think 8.5 is a lot.
8.5 is a lot. This is the type of game that the Eagles would win, though, like based off all the shit we've seen from them this year. But I'm gonna pick Bucks. I'm not picking against Tom Brady in the playoffs.
No, why would you?
Fuck out of my face.
Yep, why would you? The only reason you should is if the fucking Saints were in that spot. Because he has trouble with
he beat them in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but dude, it's always with him.
It's always, but it's a W.
I think 8.5 is aggressive here, though. I think like 5 or something like that. I'd be more. I think 8.5 is a lot.
I think 4.5, 5.5, somewhere in there would be cool with me. Yeah, 8.5 is a little bit like whoa. I think maybe because they're home.
That's gotta
Sirianni's fresh. Jalen Hurts first playoff start.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Eagles are young. Bucks are old.
Here is a good matchup here. I like this game. San Francisco 49ers.
This one hurts.
Dallas Cowboys.
I'd like to see both these teams win a game.
This is an old school matchup here. 49ers at Cowboys.
The San Francisco 49ers travel to the sweetheart of Texas to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
That's pretty good.
America's team. Jerry Jones.
Mike McCarthy.
Master puppeteer.
I
don't know who the fuck I want to pick here.
It's tough. But
I've been kind of on the Niners train all year too. Like I don't know.
I'm going Cowboys here because of how this team they can turn it on. That defense is really fucking good too. Now in Dallas, you got fans. Now Zeke has been a little off, and I like teams that can run the ball in the playoffs. but Dak can fucking carry this fucking team and sling the ball.
I just don't see Zach. I don't see Dak losing. I totally don't see Zach losing in his first playoff game back, Brosh.
Yeah, and they're full strength. They're full strength.
I don't see it happening.
They're full strength.
This is really hard for me. I'm gonna pick Cowboys, but it's tough because I'd like to see both these teams advance to at least the next round. I like both of these teams.
All right, here's the next one, and I'm gonna see if you're gonna be realistic or not in this one. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs. 12.5-point favorites are the Chiefs. Trey, I'd probably know which way you're going.
I needed us to win last week, and for the 2-14 Jags to beat the 9-7 Colts. And you're asking me if I'm gonna pick this week to be realistic? No.
This is
Steelers.
This is
by 3.
This is what I was talking about earlier, though, when I was like, "Yeah, you get all that stuff to happen, you make it through, and then it's like, oh, Jesus, fucking crazy, Chiefs.
Yeah.
Give us somebody else.
It would have been nice if the Titans had lost and we could have caught them again.
I would have liked that. That would have been way more.
But I would have I would rather face a team. Be it, I don't like how we match up for offensive, like our offense versus their defense. I don't like how we match up there necessarily, but I would much rather our defense go against a team that's built through the quarterback in the passing game, because we're only really good this year at getting pressure and making plays in the secondary. We cannot stop the run. I would much rather have this shot in the dark against the Chiefs than watch Derrick Henry run for 285 yards against my defense.
Very true. I think unfortunately, there was a lot of manifesting happened last week, and I think the manifesting, that was all that was left in the bottle.
Still manifesting.
I don't know if there's much left in the bottle.
If we could force a couple turnovers and score early.
Is it possible? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen? No. And for the sake of the record, for the sake of what people come here for, I have to say, and for the sake of how I'm going to bet, I have to say Chiefs here. Chiefs by 10.
I respect it.
Chiefs by 10. I don't like the 12.5. Give me 10.
I don't like the 12.5. No, well, they just beat us by 50. So dumb.
Give me 10. Give me 10.
They did show Chiefs, and I was like, how long ago they beat us by that many? Yeah. Oh, like last week, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's like, oh, shit.
So it's fresh. All right, whatever.
That's good. Right.
No real growth has happened. It's all right.
And to wrap up, Super Wild Card Weekend, one of these teams getting fucked with a short week in the playoffs. Arizona Cardinals at Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, man. I don't want to pick either of these teams because I don't trust Matt Stafford and I don't trust all of Arizona.
3.5-point favorites for Los Angeles Rams. Rams are getting Cam Akers.
They have a whole fucking Madden fantasy draft on their
Cam
fucking
Akers
roster.
Is back in the backfield.
Oh, that's good. Yep. That's big. That's big.
Yes.
That actually might sway my opinion. James Conner's been balling, though. He had a nice-ass touchdown last week.
Yep.
Where he caught that shit like flipping the end zone.
Okay. This is a tough one. This toughest one to pick, in my opinion, of the week.
I wouldn't say that.
What would you say is tougher? This one? San Francisco?
That one was tough, and New England Buffalo was tough for me.
I don't think it's because of Mac. I think it makes Buffalo a lot easier to pick, in my opinion. This one, both these teams, I mean, they're pretty even. So the only where there's a deficiency.
Both these teams will find a way to lose this game. I just don't know who's going to find a way to.
I gotta go Cardinals losing here because the Cardinals have not looked the same since D-Hop has left or has gotten
JJ
hurt.
back? Is JJ back?
JJ's back, but I don't think that matters.
You don't think JJ might be a matter?
No,
what?
I don't.
What?
No, I don't. I
you
think
don't think
TJ
being
Watt
on the
matters.
field matters. TJ Watt's fucking.
But I don't think JJ Watt
EPO
matters. I don't think JJ Watt matters.
Oh man, this one's really hard for me. I'm gonna go.
I'm going Rams.
I'll go Cardinals
Okay, let's do it.
because how very just fitting it would be that you just have all these fucking stacked people on a roster. You bring in the quarterback of your dreams. You fucking put on a statistical fucking show, and then
Yeah. Rams
I'll go
got
Cardinals.
Higbee, Akers back in the backfield. Got Cooper Kupp, got Van Jefferson. The defense stack. Cardinals. All I'm really seeing the AJ Green who sometimes wants to play, and I'm
Yeah,
seeing
give
James
me the
Conner.
Rams, dude.
James
Give me the
Conner
Rams.
who's playing great.
Give me the Rams. You could have just let it live, but
Right.
you know what? Just give me the Rams.
Listen. You can take cards if you want.
No, we'll ride the ship together, dude.
Okay.
Move over. I'll sit right here.
All right. Come on. Warm up the seat for you. Come on. Yeah, dude. It's just it's.
Is that the Nickelodeon game? Which one's the Nickelodeon game?
Ooh. It's not the Monday one. It's got to be one of these Sunday ones.
I thought it was one of the. Oh, it might be the Sunday one.
Steelers.
I thought it was the
I
Saturday.
want to see Steelers in the slime zone.
No, dude, we got Alan Chris. Oh, we might have Mike Tirico. I don't know, but I'm cool with either.
Nah, Al's gonna be in there for playoffs, dude. Come on. I'll took a couple.
Well, I didn't know. Isn't there a late game Saturday?
Yes, but I bet that's like
no.
It's probably this is. Well, let's look. Because
that one might be
ESPN will have it. I was thinking like NFL
be.
Network late Saturday.
Now the fucked up thing is a lot games are rarely ever on NFL Network. NFL games are rarely ever.
So here we go.
on
Saturday 4:30 is NBC. Saturday 8:15 CBS.
That's gonna be Ronatone and Jim.
So
and then 8:50. Oh, so yeah, we'll probably have Al and then Tirico might do the Vegas Cincinnati game.
And then ABC.
Roethlisberger. ABC, ESPN Plus. What?
Yeah, whatever you want to find. Yeah. So there you go. That's playoffs, baby. That's playoffs. That's what we got. There's our picks.
Wild Card Weekend.
Oh, I forgot to put Super on top of that. Let me write that down. Super. There you go.
Super.
Yeah. I mean, hey, one hell of a season, buddy. One hell of a regular
Keep manifesting, babies. Keep manifesting.
One hell of a regular season.
Ben being like, yeah, dude, we're gonna get the dog shit beat out of us. I know it. You know it.
Listen, worked for me last week.
Classic Paul Crew. Pulling a classic Paul Crew. I literally just watched The Longest Yard. We're gonna get the dog shit kicked out of us. I know it. You know it. Some of my players know it.
You manifesting and me pessimistic. That was a good combo last week. Hey, might be a good
peanut butter and jelly.
Hey, might be another good combo this week. Hey, you got Ben pessimistic too. Hey, throw him in there. That might help. That might just push it over to the. That might be the. Hey, that might be enough.
Ben said, "I haven't felt the whole right half of my body since week 16. I'm just barely holding on.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Brady's even fucking
doing it.
We're winning
games though. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're here. We're dangerous. We got TJ Watt. We got Minka Magic. Cam Sutton made a play, a huge play that not enough people talked about. I'm kind of mad we didn't even highlight it when we were talking about the game. That pick by Cam Sutton saves the whole fucking thing.
Yep.
True. But yeah, just keep manifesting.
One more thing before we wrap this up. Let's give Super Bowl picks. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl, and who do you think is going to win?
I'm gonna have to still go with the Bucks.
Okay.
Over the Steelers.
Okay. Steelers. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go. Green Bay out of the NFC, and out of the AFC.
AFC's tough.
AFC is a little tough.
Because you got like the two that you'd be like, you think you would obviously pick, but then it's like, whoa, how the fuck? Bengals, Raiders, Steelers, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go.
I was like, fuck it, dude, Steelers.
Probably the most common pick, but it's what.
Chiefs.
Yeah, it's what makes sense to me. I'm going to go Green Bay over Chiefs. I really do like the Green Bay team, though. I think they're fucking cooking.
I like Green Bay this year.
And they've gotten better.
But again, I've 2 years ago, I vowed to never pick against Tom Brady in the playoffs again. Or
Fair
I think it
enough.
was when he won his 6th Super Bowl, I vowed to not do that, and then he won a 7th, and I was like, "Well, now I definitely can't do
Yeah.
it."
Hey, I don't blame you. Bucks is a good pick too. So there you go. We got Super Bowl picks, we got Week 18 recap, and we got fucking Super Wild Card Weekend preview. All in this episode. That's pretty jam
We got
packed
some.
episode. You got anything else to say?
Can't believe it's already the playoffs, dude.
I know it does seem
This has
pretty
been
quick.
a lot of fun. I love the several people that have watched this
Hell
throughout
yeah.
this whole thing.
The whole handful of you.
Throughout the whole thing. I mostly appreciate Matthew for tuning in every week and doing this with me.
Yeah, no problem, man.
And the fun's only just beginning, baby. It's
Mhm.
the beginning of the fucking playoffs. This is when shit starts getting really, really exciting.
Hell yeah. That's what we've been
And
waiting
we'll
for.
see y'all next week for the divisional round edition
Right, baby.
of Football Talk.
We'll see you then.